Hello everyone, I am Amitabh. Welcome to this week's edition, covering key updates across the economy and regulatory landscape. In today's episode of Graphniti Weekly, we are breaking down major economic milestones and policy updates spanning corporate law, MSMEs, capital markets, and manufacturing. Let's jump right in. We kick off things with some stellar numbers coming out of the rural economy. India's tractor industry has recorded its highest ever retail sales for July, with registrations surging 28.1% year on year to reach 1,17,349 units. Looking at the broader trajectory, cumulative tractor sales rose nearly 25% between April and July, successfully overcoming initial apprehensions regarding erratic rainfall patterns. Industry experts attribute this strong performance to healthy farm cash flows from the Rabi harvest, increased Kharif sowing following a robust rainfall recovery, and consistent government support. It's a clear indicator of sustained optimism on the ground. Next up, let's look at key legal and structural overhauls across regulatory bodies, starting with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the NCLT. The MCA notified the company's Indian Accounting Standards Amendment Rules 2026. This impacts Indian Accounting Standard 101, incorporating annual improvements for hedge accounting, and Indian Accounting Standard 107, adding precise disclosure requirements for electricity purchase dependent contracts. On the judicial front, the National Company Law Tribunal has launched new e-inspection and e-certified copy services, alongside data-driven monitoring tools designed to curb bench pendency and optimize judicial efficiency. Over in the MSME sector, the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Amendment Act 2026 has received presidential assent. It introduces updated enterprise classifications, mandates trade receivables discounting system (TREDS) settlements for specific entities, overhauls the MSEFC framework to strengthen dispute resolution, and decriminalizes certain minor offenses. Turning to SEBI and financial markets, SEBI has modified the online bond platform provider (OBPP) framework, allowing platforms to offer products and services regulated by the IFSCA alongside Section 54 EC and Section 85 bonds. For INVITs, the framework for calculating net distributable cash flows at the holding company or SPV level has been adjusted to permit add-backs for major maintenance expenses on road projects funded by external debt. Additionally, the CBDT notified the Foreign Assets of Small Taxpayers Disclosure Scheme (FAST-DS) rules 2026, rolling out a one-time voluntary disclosure scheme under the Finance Act with a strict declaration deadline of December 31st, 2026. In broader macroeconomic developments, Dr. Ashok Kumar Lahiri released a landmark report via NITI Aayog outlining a strategic roadmap for Indian manufacturing. The report zeroes in on 12 priority sectors designed to cement India's position as a global manufacturing powerhouse. These include automobiles, electronics, steel, capital goods, defense, and drones, chemicals, solar PV, textiles, pharmaceuticals and medical devices, telecom equipment, leather and footwear, and food processing. It's an ambitious blueprint mapping out the next phase of India's industrial growth. That wraps up this week's deep dive into India's economic and regulatory landscape on Graphniti Weekly. Thank you for tuning in. Stay informed, and I'll catch you next week with more macro insights. Disclaimer: this content is created solely for educational, informational, and commentary purposes. There is no intention to hurt, defame, disrespect, misrepresent, or damage the reputation of any brand, company, organization, entity, or individual mentioned or shown. All opinions expressed are based on publicly available information and are intended only for discussion and learning purposes.